see you now. Y'all listen. P.I. Cerebre is here to report for duty. Hey, Taz. I am no longer Saria. You guys will address me as P.I. Cerebre. No, Kelly, it's P.I. Cerebre. P.I. Cerebre. Remember that. The letter P, the letter I, S-E-R hyphen, Ray, R-A-Y hyphen, R-A-Y. Cerebre. Hey, Penny. Hey, Jackie. Yo, I about died. I almost choked on a freaking pork chop. Cold pork chop with that. Listen, if you ain't got teeth, heat your food up before you eat it. It makes it a lot more tender. That's what I've discovered. There we go, Kelly. You're getting closer. Hey, Angelique. Hey, Mandy. Martha, the hunting is coming to an end very, very quickly. And listen, I'm an OG. You can't get any better than me. I am an OG P.I. Cerebre. As soon as I finish my cigarette, first of all, before we proceed, I have made this statement. Am I for hire? I don't know yet. You haven't missed anything yet, Janie, other than you have to address me as OG P.I. Cerebre. Just saying. Yeah, I think I tore my gums up. But anyway, y'all remember me telling you just the other day? Okay, so first of all, let me back up. Okay. I told the popos, and I told everybody else, and I tell you all, as long as I'm not being posted and talked about, I will not talk about her, right? Yesterday, we had a fucking amazing day. We did a makeup challenge, the whole 9 yards. Great day yesterday. Evidently, she didn't like there not being any drama, so she started posting me again last night. So, Saria went down a rabbit hole today. Okay, Tazaroni. Saria went down a rabbit hole. But remember when I gave that challenge to old girl? And y'all remember, no names in the comments, okay? No names in the comments. Too much to remember, P.I. Saray. Y'all remember when I gave that challenge to old girl? And I said, look, I challenge you to 1 week, no posting me. No posting me, no going lives, and let's look at our numbers. Hey, Denise. Y'all remember that, right? Well, that's when she then came back and said, you know what? I think I'm going to do a live break. And that's why she hasn't been live yet. I guarantee it. I guarantee that's why she hasn't been live. But it is what it is. When I said, let's check our numbers, I even said, you're going to lose your followers. If you ain't got me to talk about, you have no other content, you're going to lose your followers. I guess she thought I was bullshitting with her. Y'all, in the meantime of all this going on, now, some of this has started prior, but sorry, y'all, I'm putting it out there on the front burner. She has lost Ginger Grant. She's lost Joanna Brunson. She's lost Angela Herman. She's lost Alicia Long. And now she has lost Tina Marie. In the last week, only one of them has not came to me personally and told me she's left. And that's fine. I respect that. But the other 4 has came to me personally and has told me that they left. Alice, I'm going to play a recording here in a minute. Now, you hold your fingers at Libby? Y'all, keep in mind, Joanna was her right-hand man. Ginger was her left-hand man. Tina Marie was a big commenter. At one point in time, Angela Herman was a wrench holder. Is it because you start public shaming the other bullies? What do you mean public shaming? So we're going to go listen to the screen recording. And y'all, I have Mount Rushmore right here coming up on my face. It's bothering me. Yeah. Well, right hand, left hand, you guys are wrench holders. In other words, you two, Ginger, you and Joanna started out being her biggest people, like her true OGs. I don't know exactly what happened between Joanna and Pam. That's not my business. Okay, I just know she is blocked from over there. And a screen recording landed in my inbox. Oh, Shada. Yeah. So, let's go listen to the screen recording. Okay, I'll come back to this message in a minute. Hey, Sarah. Chelsea, that's why I haven't been using the cup. I still have the cup, but that's why I have not been using the cup. Oh, I gotta log into my personal. Oh, Taz, we've gotten Mingo a while back. Yeah, her daughter was not okay with it. Okay. Up a little bit higher. A little higher. Holy shit, this person's messaged me a lot. Did it just fall out of my messenger? There it is. Okay, here we go. Let me turn my volume up.
Joanna, you do know that I can't see your fucking comments because I blocked your line, two-faced backstabbing ass. Run back and tell Ginger that. Yeah, so Ray let out a lot of her on her live today. And also Ginger's been talking and commenting too. So you're a fucking liar. And your friend Ginger even says so. Ginger's told us all about you and her conversations and that nobody was pissed at her except for me. That you and her were still friends, and I was mad about it. Fuck you, Joanna, you lying cunt, just like Ginger. Go on over to Ray Ray's. You'll be over in a day or two, I promise you, if you hadn't been already. Bye now.
I had to turn the tattoo gun off. So from what I'm gathering from that screen recording, she got blocked for still being friends with Ginger. Now, another person reached out to me and says, exactly, Ginger. Y'all, hold on. Then another person reached out to me and told me that Debbie Dunlap was over on old girl's page under a fake name. And that she's in their group chats as well as being all over MD's page, right? I said, hey, Alicia. I said, what's her fake name? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. The person says her name is You Watching Me. You Watching Me. I said, are we sure that's Debbie? Like 1,000% sure? Because y'all remember me saying that I had someone on my side that's in her YouTube page, on her YouTube page under a fake name commenting, right? This person says, yes, she was scared MD would see her, so she changed her name on YouTube. I said, okay, I got them confused. Debbie said that was her fake name, and she scared MD would kick her off her page if she was on Pam's lives. She's playing both sides. Okay. Now remember, MD doesn't fuck with people that messes with old girl. Debbie says, I changed my name on YouTube, so if you see it, it's just me. And that's her name. On YouTube. And Ginger, honestly, that's you and her's business. That's no one else's. Y'all ready for more? You ready for more? Laura Ingalls. Debbie's known as You Watching Me on YouTube. Laura Ingalls is Mariah. Mariah changed her name because of me. Don't believe me? Ginger Laura Ingalls is Mariah. She changed her name because of SW. So, of course, this sends me down a rabbit hole, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. My ultimate goal is to figure out who the fuck Chin Chin is. That's my ultimate goal. Hey, Angie Marie. And guess what? When I have a goal in mind, I don't stop until I figure out. Now, hello, Susan. Tina Marie. Tina Marie reached out to me. No, Joanna did not come back over here. Yeah, she still has Katie. Guys, no names in the comments. I'm deleting names and comments, guys. So if your comment gets deleted, no initials, Wanda. Tina Marie just reached out to me earlier today and says, hey, just wanted to let you know, old girl accused me of being someone named Jane that goes in your groups and kicked me out because Pima told her that. Laughed my ass off. Where is the proof that I am supposedly Jane something, which I am not? She insists that you show proof of your info, but where is mine? She is a hypocrite twice over. Why is she so obsessed over you and your family? I don't get it. And so I responded with, is this the Tina Marie that's on her lives? I said, I honestly don't know who Jane is. I just know her as Jane Harmon. Cute. She says, yes, it's me. I want to apologize for even getting involved in her hate scheme. She is delusional and has a way of sucking people in. But I stopped watching her on YouTube, and she talked trash about Mariah. She's talked trash about Mariah also. She is truly demented. It's me, Tina Marie, not Jane, LOL. She has a lot of rats in her group that are against her now. Yeah, she was, Allison, and yes, she was, Ginger. I said, yes, she does. I said, I don't even think I have you blocked because I didn't have a Tina Marie blocked. Well, her name's different on Facebook. I said, but you are the 5th person this week alone. She goes, wow, yeah, I am blocked. Ginger has me blocked also because I tried to let her know about the Jane lady, and Dirty Ermy is up Expose's ass, and she is the one that told her I was Jane. I said, listen, I have one question for you. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. But this is my ultimate goal, is to figure out who Chinny Chin is. And she goes, who is Chinny Chin? She goes, I see that name before. I said, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you if you know from her page. They're a big commenter over there on her YouTube lives. And she goes, let me go look. And I told her, so I just unblocked you on Retail Addicts. And then she says, so-and-so is Annie. And then she goes, oops, Milk in the Pudding is Annie Marie. So I think she meant Anne Marie. Her YouTube name is Milk in the Pudding. But it gets better. And I'm surprised she's not on here yet. I'm trying to hold out until she gets on here. Because, listen, you don't just mysteriously land on my page and get buddy-buddy with people out of the blue. Okay? I can see if you land on my page and over a period of time, you start talking to people and then you become buddy-buddy. But there is one person on here, not on here right now. I haven't seen her yet today. And I'm not going to block her until I see her. But there's one person on here that has mysteriously showed up out of the blue one day. Boom. And she's latched on to Allison and Lori. And those are the only two that she ever talks to. Hi, Pam Pam. Pam Pam is here, y'all. Chandra Lee Smith is Pam Pam. Didn't think I would find out, did you? Chandra Lee Smith. I've been waiting on you to come in. So, Chandra Lee Smith has mysteriously landed on my page and has gone through this whole divorce or breakup, and her boyfriend took all of her money and this, that, and the other. And my page was the very first page she's liked, followed by another one, then Retail Addicts, and Let's Show It All. And she comes on here and says, "Hi, Lori. Hi, Allison." And I told Allison, y'all, I sent Allison a message. Ooh, hold on. Let me click over to Retail so I can show you all. So that way y'all don't think I'm bullshitting. I said, "Hey, girl, I meant to message you earlier, but I forgot until admins reminded me. Be careful of the Chandra Lee girl. We are thinking she's someone else under a disguise. Reason we think that is because someone doesn't just stumble upon my page and be as interactive as she is." And then I'm not going to read Allison's reply just out of respect for Allison. But so I told you, I went down a rabbit hole today between talking to people and looking at pages and seeing who they follow. You know, what's that? One link leads to another link, to another link, to another link, to another link. Okay, so Alice's response was, "I figured that it was just weird. She came on your page and just blurted out all that personal info on herself. She doesn't seem to be all there. I messaged her and she hasn't responded, and the way that she talks. I have an interview today. After that, I'm going to try to figure her out." I told you, it's OGPI Sorare, Melissa. OGPI Sorare. But hold on. And listen, Smith is too much of a common name. Oh, we're going to go look at your page right now. My page was the first. Retail Addicts. David Empires. And then guess what? It just keeps going. And the most recent page she's liked is either Saria Wilson or Nicholas John. Listen, you can lie all you want, girl. I ain't blocking you. Let's go down to see when this page was created. May 16th is when this page was created. Now listen, I've been wrong before. I could be wrong this time here. Yeah, Chandra Lee. Here we go. Where are you at? Oh, it won't even give me an option to add her. Ginger says, I am not wrong. Now listen, if anyone's going to know, old girls' old followers are going to know who these people are. That was Gardle Rose, I believe. Ginger says, you're not wrong. If anyone is going to know, old girls' ex-followers are going to know who these fake accounts are. And now listen, as far as Chinny Chin goes, I've gotten Chinny Chin narrowed down to 3 people. 3 people. It's one of 3 people. I'm not going to disclose their names on here, even though I said who I thought it was, but it looks like fingers are pointing to other people. But it's went from this to this to this. And before you know it, Janie, it wouldn't do me any good. I don't know what Pam Pam looks like. But yeah, I mean, she's more than welcome to come up and prove her innocence. She's more than welcome to come up to prove her innocence. Chandra, Ginger says, tell your mob leader to unblock me if she wants to post me all the time. Talking about her. Welcome, Marty. Chandra Lee, down here, right below my finger, or no, maybe not right below here, maybe over here. On your end, there should be a little person with like holding like a little picture. Tap that. Tap that. It'll send me a request, and I will join. I will add you. Click on a button. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. I will not. So then you're Pam Pam. Then you're Pam Pam. Hi, Pam Pam. So Ginger says she will not show her face. They talk to her in group chats, but she will not show her face. So Ginger knows what she sounds like. So there you go. You ain't got to turn your camera on. Nikki. No. See, there is old girl, and then there's Pam Pam. Pam Pam is old girl's bestie. They're like. Karen, we're working on that. Chinny Chin's DS. I can't say names would be my guess, but not sure. I wasn't on the. No, Chinny Chin is not DS. Mm-mm. Alicia, you're talking about Danielle South. No, that's not Chinny Chin. Here's the deal. I'm going to break it down like this. Chinny Chin is one of 4 people. I'm not even going to list their names. One of 4 people. 2 of those people, one other person of those 4, has commented the same time Chinny Chin has. Now, is there a possibility that that person was using 2 separate devices and commenting as 2 different people? Yeah, there is a very good possibility of that. Do I think that was the case? No, I don't. I think it's one of the other 3. I think it's one of the other 3. Now, one of those 3 I spoke with all day long yesterday. And she swears up and down it's not her. But the profile picture of Chinny Chin's profile came from a chat that we all was in. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying on it. That was Gartle Rose, Kim. Potatoes. Such a wonderful place. And the truth will come out. The truth will come out. You got another voicemail? I'm going to delete your comment just because of the name Ginger. No other reason. Allison, we like 3 words or more. You know, like 3 inches or more. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. It will all come out in the wash. It might take some spray and wash. But Lisa, I'm just saying, okay? Listen, anything more than 4 inches is a fucking waste anyway. You know this, you're a female. Probably stuff. Chassie, and that's what Marty, yeah, unless Facebook takes it down. Chassie, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you randomly look? Now she's saying Allison. Allison, are you gonna save her? Is that the plan here? Are you Captain Save-A-Ho now? Chandra Lee, if Allison sent you a link to join, then send me a screenshot and send me the conversation. Connie, please tell me that was a typo. Send me a screenshot of where she has sent you the link to join my lives. I'll wait. All my Reddit is done for the day. By the way, I do want to give a shout out. That's fine. It can take you a few moments, but until I get confirmation of saying otherwise, you're Pam Pam. Okay, so if we call you Pam Pam, you can't get mad or butthurt. It was for a weather group you just created. That's fine. Let her try to prove her innocence, girl. Let her try to prove her innocence. But you said wanking. She's wanking her dog. Here in the United States, you know what wanking means? Or did I read your comment wrong? All right, Chandra Lee. Well, instead of typing here, go get the screenshot and send it to me. Let's clear your name. Anyways, I was saying while we're waiting, y'all, I want to give Missy Lofgren a shout out. I want a screenshot. Look, let me show you. Let me click back over. Hold on. Let me click back over to my page, my personal page. Let me go to this person. So when you get the screenshot, make sure it says this at the top. Messages and calls are secured, because that tells me it's a brand new message, never messaged before. I don't want to see something like this where there's previous messages. Make sure to scroll all the way to the top. Connie. Pam Pam's on here right now, yeah. Trying to clear her innocence. Anyway, I keep getting off track. Missy Lofgren was the very first person who went onto Whatnot and placed a purchase with me through the marketplace. So what does that mean? That means all the inventory that I just ordered yesterday will be here Wednesday. It's up on my website to be ordered, to be pre-ordered. So everything is up there. Hey, just so we set the record straight, my real name isn't Taz. You're right. It's Tazaroni. It's Tazaroni. We are waiting for Hell to freeze over at this rate. Hey, Carolyn. Chastity, I've just now seen your message. All names. But mainly what Taz said. Dawn, yes. That's where we do our live sales on Whatnot. On Whatnot. Tracy, probably not, because I have to work tomorrow. And be my luck, I will get stuck with red foundation and I will have to go to work with a red face. You'll be quiet. You won't say it. Say what? Dawn, I won't. I gotta schedule a show. We'll probably do our. I gotta look at my schedule, but we'll probably do a show Thursday because stuff will be in on Wednesday. And if there's anything left, we'll do a show on Thursday. But let me reply to your comment, and I'll send you an invite to my profile. I think this one's it. I think that's the link. Hopefully. I ain't gonna wait much longer, man. So, moral of my story is we had figured out. Right, Angela. She gonna go in and delete it and make it look like a brand new message. You found one? Screenshot and send it to me. Misty, let me get you the link. Clipboard. I believe that's it. Allison, listen, I believe you. I said what I said. Tap the screen. You'll see where it says Retail Addicts is live. It might be down there. You'll see where it says Retail Addicts is live. Tap on Retail Addicts. Send me a message. You're welcome, Denise. Roxanne, we're waiting on someone to clear their innocence or try to clear their innocence. Tracy, yes, I've been taking Permethrin. I'm coming. Someone else just messaged me. Not her, though. Hold on, Allison. Okay. Now I got to click back over. Hey, Chandra Lee, is the group that you're talking about, is it called Videos and Pictures of Wild Weather? Is that the group that Allison sent you an invite to? Chandra Lee, tap your screen. Tap it one time. At the bottom, it'll pop up like a caption, and it says Retail Addicts. Tap on Retail Addicts. Well, what group did she send you a link to then? Because I don't have any groups. See, that's the thing. All I have is a page. I guess she's got to scream over everybody. I don't know. Okay, so when you see Retail Addicts, or do what Marty says, go out of the live and send it that way. It is called Your Beloved. Okay, that's not me though. That's not my page. So that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. You're saying Allison sent you an invite to my page, to my group. Number one, I have no groups. Let's see if they'll let me do this. Okay, now. It won't let me call her. Teresa? No, Marty, you're fine. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to click over to my personal page. See if I can find her on here. Is Ginger still here? Mm-hmm. So a person just pointed this out. Is my USB still plugged in? Yeah. Let me go pull. Let me go see if I can pull some perfect one right here. Perfect one. Hold on, y'all. Pin this comment. Y'all see the pinned comment? What does it have in common? What does it have in common? Chandra Lee. Pam Pam. Why are you typing in all caps like Pam Pam does if you're not Pam Pam? Wanda, same reason why this person talks in all caps. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up, Pam Pam. Ban. I didn't block you, Chandra. I mean, Pam Pam. I just banned you from this live. And until you admit to being Pam Pam, I'll ban you from every live I see you come on. Next. Next. There's no, I can't even message her without sending her a friend request. And I ain't adding her. Eileen, yes and no. Yes and no, Eileen. Take biotin. Okay, now recap. Okay, recap. Chandra Lee Smith is Pam Pam. For starters. Second, we played a recording from Old Girl to Joanna. Within the last week, Old Girl has lost 5 of her major followers, supporters, commenters, what do you want to call them? Joanna Brunson, Ginger Grant, Alicia Long, Angela Herman, and Tina Marie. Also in the process, we have learned that Milk in the Pudding is Anne Marie. Laura Ingalls is Mariah. You Watching Me is Debbie Dunlap. We have Chinny Chin narrowed down to 4 people. Possibly 3. No, different Tina Marie. Different Tina Marie. And back when I issued the challenge to her of going 7 days without talking about me and to watch her numbers drop, well, instead of her numbers dropping, her followers are dropping. So that's the gist of the live, y'all. That's it in a nutshell. Well, Misty, I couldn't have done all this without other people's help, but I seen the carrot and I started hopping along and I fell in the hole. I fell in the hole. And when I fell in the hole, the more I tried climbing out, the bigger the hole got. And finally I said, fuck it, and I had to go live. All of them but one, Roxanne. All of them but one. Everybody's welcome to stay as long as they're respectful. Alicia, I don't think you was here when I gave the whole spiel. You might have been hell, I don't know. Y'all ain't got to like my husband. You just got to respect him. If you're going to be here, you got to be respectful. That's right, Lisa. OGP, I surrender right to duty. But on a serious note here, y'all, I seen this number last night, and I was like, y'all, I have never seen Do you know for certain that B isn't Chin? Yes. 100% positive. 100% positive. Because the shit that Chinny Chin has been saying has not been discussed in the chat. But in the last 28 days, we have reached 405,000 views. He's good, Teresa. Yeah, I followed the carrot. Shannon, I don't trust a motherfucking soul. Yeah, it's fine. I think that was Chastity. Yeah, it's fine. But we have reached 405,000 people in the last 28 days. Just in the last 7 days, 186,000. Last 7 days, 186,799 people. Angie K. The OG groundskeeper. Martha, I don't know. Look at my bum. Bum, 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 bum. No, I know what you meant. Exactly, Julie. I was chasing the carrot and I fell in the hole. And the more I tried getting out, the more the dirt fell and the bigger the hole got. And so finally I just said, look, I have to go live. I have to go live. Hey, Victoria. So, yeah. And like I said, we only have one person to figure out. And that's coming to an end very, very soon. Very soon. And let me just say this. I don't care how much heat I get from it. There is a cash money. I don't want to call it a reward because it's not a reward. But whoever wants to come forward with the name and some sort of proof of who Chinny Chin is, we're giving them $25 just for the name. That's how determined we are to find this out. Yeah, see, I'll pay for my info too. Janie, yeah. Taz, did you guys get to go see dinosaurs? Like Crime Stoppers? Listen, that can be arranged, Kayla. Don't get it twisted. That can be look, I'll go download text now and set up a whole number and y'all can call in your tips. That's awesome, Taz. I remember going to the Washington Monument when I was younger. Roxanne, I agree. And she wouldn't. 1-800-PI Saray. Yes. Yes. But she wouldn't. So that just proves she was Pam Pam. Like my investigation figured it out. Who's the other one, Karen? Go ahead and drop the name. Cheeseburger. Look, I ain't cooking that. I did shake and bake pork chops, Cheeto mac and cheese, and green beans last night for dinner. Oh no, see, Brenda, here's the thing. They're all leaving. They're all leaving from over there. In the last week, she's lost 5. Yeah, Martha. Jay is gone also. Angela Herman, Alicia Long, Ginger Grant, Joanna Brunson, and Tina Marie. Nope. Teresa, nope. Big X. That means my feet leave land. No. Nope. I don't float. That means my feet has to get off the ground. Look, I'll get in a river. Oh, we figured out who Pam Pam is. Pam Pam is Chandra Lee Smith. That's what this whole live was about, Karen. Come on. Wake up. Smell the energy drink. Smell the energy drink. Wait, I smell some up. But look, I'll get in the river. But my feet's still touching the ground. Once I get out far enough and I start feeling the current, like, I come back. Nope. Teresa. No, ma'am. Yep, Brenda. Exactly. And let's not forget, she has called the papa out here twice, 2 nights in a row. Hey, Karen. Tracy, no. Oh, Kara Gallagher. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we got to figure that one out too. Unless that is her real name. We don't know. We don't know. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. And I just got confirmation that Chinny Chin is 100% in fact Sonia Ansbury. Chitty Chid is in fact Sonia Ansbury. Well, it makes sense when the profile picture is a screenshot from the chat she was in. Another one bites the dust. Yep, I said it earlier this week. Right, Robin? I'm beginning to so here's what I'm thinking, okay? Chandra Lee Smith is Pam Pam. Who remembers Sandra Lee Walker? Allison, we got confirmation that Sonia Ansbury is in fact Chinny Chin. So Angelique, you remember Sandra Lee Walker, the one that called me up on? He was calling me from that number. Marty, I can't tell you that just from research and talking to people and the shit that's been posted. Sorry to break it to you, boo, but she can sit here and deny it all day long. The picture that is her profile photo right now is the same picture that she was taken when she had her mask on and dressed up as Pamela. It's Sandra Lee. Well, back about a year ago, we had a follower. And I started getting these calls from this number. Well, I downloaded this app. I inserted the number. I paid for the app. And the number came back registered to a Sandra Lee Walker. She called me on the phone, confirmed the voice matched the voicemail that I was getting. So I blocked her. She was then over on Melissa Davis's page for the longest time. So now, since it's been confirmed that Chandra Lee is Pam Pam, is Sandra Lee Walker really Chandra Lee, who in turn is Pam Pam? Angelique, you remember the scenario I'm talking about? It was like a year ago, back when the whole Aaron Keller thing was going on. Ginger, I know you remember because you and Joanne and everybody was still here then. Her name is Sandra Lee. I'd almost lay money on it that Sandra Lee made the fake account Chandra Lee to come on here, which in turn is actually Pam Pam. All right, look. Alicia, you were. Let's see if I can search the name. Okay, I got to log into a different account. I banned her, Karen. She was trying to reach too hard. And it's like I told her, until she wants to either show proof that she's not Pam Pam or admit to being Pam Pam, I will ban her on every live I see. And what's even funnier, Chastity me, what's funnier is Sandra Lee. Yeah, Jamie. Sandra Lee used to be all over Envy's pages. And now she's not. If you remember, the same Sandra Lee was given, what's her name, y'all? Lives in Tennessee. She just had a grandbaby. Portia. Sandra Lee was giving Portia a bunch of shit during that same time frame. Y'all remember who I'm talking about now? I have to go pee, y'all. Hold on. Y'all remember who I'm talking about now? Alicia, I have no idea. No idea. She still does her live, as far as I know. Brenda, I'm going to delete your comment just because it has the name in it. Roxanne, I know. We're talking about her followers. We're talking about followers. Carolyn, she's still around somewhere. She comes on every so often. I can, but here's the thing. If I do, it's easier to pinpoint who I'm talking about. If I don't say any names, then they don't know who I'm talking about. I could be talking about Joe Blow down the road. So, you're good. Yeah, Erin was Ruthie Marie Smith. I have proof of all that too. Erin Keller was in fact Ruthie Marie Smith. And Ruthie, in turn, tried playing off that she was Janie, Danielle, Carol, a bunch of other people. But the truth came out that she was, in fact, Ruthie Marie Smith. Safety meeting. But yeah, I double slay buddy on it that Chandra Lee is actually Sandra Lee Walker. They can't, Robin. And that's why more comes out. I think my dog's trying to. Yeah, that's what I thought. What's coming out here? Her paws scraping against the floor. I couldn't do it all on my own. Who said that? Yeah, Deb, I couldn't do all that on my own. No, Ruthie is not up in it anymore. As far as I know, I mean, she might still be underneath the fake page. Who knows? Kathy Burke called the whole clan. Because listen, this all wasn't done on me. I am not taking credit for all of this. No, not happening. Ultimately, at the end of the day, why go on a fake page? Angela, what kind of phone did you get? It's like, sorry, it's out of habit. I know Woods Diamond is Angela. So when I see Woods Diamond comment, it's just out of habit. Hey, Angela, what kind of phone did you get? Samsung something plus. So like me. Y'all, it's getting so hot out here. I need to take my clothes off the line. What I need to do. Yes, good job to everybody. Taz, your phone drank too much coffee. So I want to know what made these people leave her page. What was the turning point? Angelique, Ginger told me that she walked away because she just got tired of the drama. She wanted to put her health beforehand. And I can honestly say that when Ginger came over to Let's Show It All under her Flossie Jane page, she did not say anything bad about Pam. She did not say anything about Pam other than she was done. She walked away. She left on her own. And that was it. Oh, she didn't make the statement. Obviously, she lies because she was making it sound like that she didn't know what was going on with Ginger, that et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, and that's when old girl went live dragging Ginger, and Ginger's like, you know what? Look, she wants to drag me. And she dragged her on a night that we was out here, sitting right here, doing a live, talking about couponing, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. That's literally the topic of the live. You all can go back and watch the live. It's still up. She wasn't even the topic, nor did she come up. Nothing. So I can honestly say Ginger just came over to more or less say, hey, look, I'm not in there. I'm not in it no more. Stop floating my picture around. Because, I put her picture on a cup. From, I don't know the exact details, but from what I'm gathering, Joanna was blocked for still talking to Ginger. According to the recording that I just played earlier, that's the way I'm taking that. I could be wrong. I don't know. Tina Marie left or got blocked because Peba told old girl that she was Jane Harmon. And of course, old girl believed her. So old girl blocked Tina Marie. Alicia Long, I don't know why she left, why she left from over there. I know she left over here because I assumed she was one of the moles for MD and old girl, and I blocked her from my pages. So that's why Alicia went over there. Angela, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Honestly could not tell you. We wanted a clean slate and to start over and come clean. And guys, it's like this. I'm gonna use Ginger's words again. It was a two-way street. Okay? They attacked me, I attacked them. And let's be real, I'm not, by any means, when I say this, I'm not calling Ginger or any of the other 4 girls weak, but not everybody can handle being posted and being plastered and being degraded and slandered and everything on that nature. So a lot of them honestly stayed there and just agreed with her to keep her from doing all those things to them. I can almost lay money on it. I can almost lay money. Because let's look at Ginger, for example. When she came over here and she was interacting with a lie, not even about old girl, she got dragged. She got dragged. Okay? I have the screen recording of it still to this day. The live is still up to this day. I can restream the entire live, and y'all can see in the very from the beginning that she was not even being discussed. By Ginger. Ginger did not say a fucking word. As a matter of fact, I don't even think she was brought up at all. I can't say it at all. I'm not saying I forgive them, just like they shouldn't forgive me. Angelique says, until you clap back, I would be so embarrassed if my family and friends knew I was involved with her. Seriously. You know, it's just like, old girl came after me, I went after old girl. Old girl came after my followers, I went after her followers. Now, I will say this, and if I lose followers, and so be it. Did my husband lie to me for 7 years? Absolutely, he did. I did not know anything about the news article until Sonia Ansbury sent it to me. Ginger still to this day claims she sent me the news article. I never got it. And that could very well possibility be because she was over there to begin with. I went ahead and blocked messages from her. That could have been it. However, my point behind that is I chose to stay with my husband after that news article came out because in my eyes, that news article is a one-way street. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's my life. It's my kids' life. And that's why I said, y'all that's here don't have to like my husband. You don't have to be here. But when my husband comes home, is there a chance you can see him in the background? Yeah, there will be. Is there a chance you could hear him? Yeah, there will be. But you ain't got to like him. But you're going to respect him if you're going to be on my page. You know, it's just like my kids and my parenting skills. You ain't got to like the way I parent my children. But y'all ain't got to sit here and degrade me either. When I just left laughing emojis on her page, she sent me a messenger message with pictures from my profile and great-grandchildren. That was a threat. And see, that's sad, Deb. Exactly, Alicia. You know, trust is one of those things that y'all know me. I trust way too easily. Way too fucking easily. And to be honest, I'm going to put it out there because this is who I am. These girls could be back over here now, and I'd probably still tell them my life history. Because that's who I am. Fucking that. But I do believe that before people was quick to bash, people was quick to judge, people was quick to do a lot of things on both, on both sides. Both sides. I'm going to pick on, again, I'm going to use Ginger as an example because, well, she's an easy target right now. When the shit came out about her ex-husband, okay, the proper thing that I should have done is reached out to Ginger for starters. But did I? No. No. What I did was I immediately posted it, knowing damn good and well that there was a very good chance of that video being clipped together, considering who it came from. Very good chance that that video could have been clipped together. Now, am I going to sit here and say that I knew it was clipped together? No, because I didn't. Am I going to sit here and say that I should have took it down? No, because I probably should have. But just like that situation, these girls over here, Ginger, I know I've listened to him since then. These girls over here is quick to say, oh, he raped 5 girls. All because a news article stated there was 5 girls. What people don't realize is this, okay? His charge in Michigan is CAC 3rd degree. Criminal sexual conduct in the 3rd degree. That charge does not exist in Louisiana. They don't have that kind of charge here. So on his RSO thing, his charge is listed as simple rape. Simple rape. Even though he did not truly rape anyone, that's what they have his charge listed as here in Louisiana. Just like on his RSO papers, they have it down as his address being Fort Leonard Wood. Hello, we live in DeRidder. Angela, listen, love, listen. I'm going to say it like this. Ultimately, at the end of the day, and again, if I piss anyone off with this statement, I'm sorry. Not sorry. At the end of the day, as long as you and I are cool, who cares about these viewers? I get that my followers was pulled through the mud from old girl. But ultimately, at the end of the day, as long as you and I are cool, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. You know, you got to think of like this. Y'all know I'm quick to use Walmart as a scenario. You're inside the store, you see someone you don't like. You gonna sit there and go back and forth with them, or you gonna keep on walking and keep doing what you're doing? And listen, I'm cool with anybody. And it's like, you know, when I brought Chastity on as admin, I was telling her, I said, look, I said, for my page not to be a bully page or a troll page, I think my page is one of the most laid back pages on Facebook. It's for the most part an open platform. You want to talk about your taint hairs like she does, talk about your taint hairs. You want to talk about why your boobs hang to the ground because you don't wear a bra, then talk about why your boobs hang to the ground. We don't have no rules, so to speak, other than no politics, no religion, and no names in the comments. That's it. You're just using them as pawns to get back at Pam. You don't care about them, and apparently you don't care that they attacked your followers and their families. That's fucked up. And Brenda Cottle, that's your opinion. Opinions are just like assholes. Everybody has one. It's simple as that. You tie yours in a bow. Clearly you missed a part, Brenda Cottle, where... Well, Marty, you're just Marty. You do that. I done came to terms. I accept that. But Brenda Cottle, I think you missed a part to where. Are you listening? So I can explain this again. We both have done and said some hateful stuff. Okay. I can't speak for you, but I know I can speak for at least 100 other people on here. That when I have brought stuff up about one of her followers, at least 90% of my followers would make a comment on there. So my followers is just as guilty as her followers. You see what I'm getting at? This was a two-way street. You are right, Marty. It is. And Kathy, we love you. We love all of you guys. See, Kathy Shear admits to it. Sometimes we egg you on. We won't talk about the messages that I've gotten over the months of, hey, she's live. Hey, are you going to stream her tonight? Every time I went live in the last year almost, I have gotten a message almost every single time. And Brenda, that's your choice. Am I saying what they did is right? No.
Is that you?
What?
Is that you who knocked on the door?
No.
Somebody knocked on the door.
Go see if there's a package out there or something. Shit. Must have been UPS. No? Unless Elijah already grabbed it. Was it a package or anything, Elijah?
Yeah, it's on your chair. Outside.
In my office?
Yeah, outside.
Outside? I didn't see it. Oh, it's in black. That's why. Y'all, that'd be why I didn't see it. Black on black. Ow. And I spilled a cup of tea on my way to go see who's at my house. Look at the water hose. But so Brenda, let me ask you this. Have you ever made a comment on my post or on my lives when I was streaming her? Ever? If not, then this has nothing to do with you, and so therefore technically you're putting your nose in a business that didn't belong. I'm just gonna say it. You know, we can forgive and move on, or we can keep on lingering it and make it horrible. One or the other. Y'all, they just came in. Oh. Why do they always come open? Moral of the story is we can either move on from it or you can keep it lingering, and that's on you. Do I forgive them? Yeah, I do. Because I've done some hateful shit just as much as they have. Leanna, you're far from innocent, girl. Far from innocent. Oh my Jesus. Regina, I can't tell you that. You know, ultimately that's what started all this to begin with. In the very beginning, that's what started all this to begin with. Is because I called truce. Right, Ginger? Is because I called truce with another content creator. The Say What with the Shade. Yeah, I got 2 more like this. That just came in. I got a sour strawberry and another rainbow. But never about minors. You streamed my videos on your live. I ran the Expose page. Yes, but never about minors. You streamed my videos on your live. I'm trying to recall Expose the Expose. Brenda's a fake profile. Hey, Christine. I'm trying to recall if Expose the Expose was for Expose. Or was she against Expose? Tracy, have you ever expected anyone to get along over here on this page? Hold on, yeah, I'm going to my computer. After I stepped in tea. I accused of that page. Aaron is not Jamie's brother-in-law. Leanna. Hola, Sharon. Hold on, y'all. Oh, my computer just fucking froze. My Mickey Mouse shirt. Yes, I remember it, Christine, very well. I'm in the middle of responding to a message my computer froze. Y'all, I gotta dig into this exposed because that sounds very familiar. Ultimately, here's the thing. Ultimately, at the end of the day, let me ask you all this. Hey, my Taylor. Ultimately, at the end of the day, are you here for retail addicts or are you here for the followers? That's what you got to ask yourself. Marty, I believe you would put everybody in the corner and put one big shirt. Hello, 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 Berlinda. Berlinda. Okay. Kim, that's what I've been trying to do. See, the exposed doesn't even pop up. That page was against her. I remember it. I'm going to do more digging. Either way, at the end of the day, damn it, if I hit the right button. cow. The name Brenda Cottle. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, Deborah York is definitely a fake profile. So Deborah York, who are you really? Deborah York, who are you really? I mean, you won't come on here and accuse people. Let's be real on who you are. I don't know. You're gonna be big and bad. Let's see who you really are. And Brenda Cottle, who are you really? don't care what pages you mention. Who are you? You're Ruthie? Oh. So why are you over here, Ruthie? Like, what's your hidden motive? Oh, you're saying Brenda Cottle is Ruthie. But who are you? Christine Bennett says, I know I'm me. Oh, you're Danielle. I mean, Danielle, if you want to unblock, just tell me you want to unblock and I'll go unblock you and you ain't got to come on here and eat the fake page. Listen, I've already unblocked five people in the last 3 days, so just tell me you want unblocked. As a matter of fact, let me just go block it out. Well, Danielle has been unblocked. There. Now, Danielle, you can come in under your real page. You got to come in underneath the fake page. Who else wants to be unblocked? Because look, each view is $1 in my pocket. Carol Georgeson, I know you're on here. I seen your comment. Do you want to be unblocked? All right, Karen. Maria Grassi, do you want to be unblocked? So the Deborah York account has been blocked because it's a fake page. Right, Kelly, let's do it. Because look, Danielle has been on my lives for the past couple months anyway, under a fake account. And she's been respectful to me, so I had no reason to keep her blocked. Maria Grassi, you're blocked because you're a fake page too. Look, if you're going to be over here, be underneath your real name. I've had people blocked for months, if not over a year. Pretty much, Martha. Pretty much. All right. I guess somebody else wants to be unblocked. Damn the luck. Damn the luck. Your real name is Stan and you was born a man? Right, Ginger. That's why town is so crazy. To the 14th? Deborah says, go to my page. I'm as real as real can get. Listen, Angela, if you're fucking Virgin Mary. I think it's everything besides like food. Ginger, cobwebs. If you have cobwebs, I have cobwebs of mold. Barney says I'm still here for the fucking couch. 40 and 13. You're not that old, Leetta. Trying to drink your milk. Look, you said it. Kelly. Now, Angela, now I know you are lying. Marty, listen. Wait, Martha says she has a cherry. Well, they do grow back after 7 years. They do grow back after 7 years. Leanna, anything's possible in this day and age. Kelly, I'm right there with you. Right? I'm right there with you. Look, I told my husband if he doesn't get out on the 8th or shortly thereafter, I'm going to go find some stray on the side of the damn road. That's what I told him. He said, like hell you are. I said, watch me. You ain't here to stop me. I am not. I'm not doing shit today. I think to close out the line. But I got to work tomorrow. Listen, Kelly, it's not going to be Sunday fun day. It's going to be like Sunday every day. Just reinforce Bob in the bedroom. Martha, we had 1 day a week scheduled. Look, it's got to be scheduled at a certain time. He's a truck driver. See, I don't know how y'all. That's like Victoria. Victoria's husband's a truck driver. I don't know how y'all do it. I truly do not. The 7th for us. 6 days. Hallelujah. 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 Right, Candace. Ginger, I think a truck driver would do you good. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna hop off of here for a bit. Y'all have a great day. And I'll come back later for Makeup Live. Bye.